Hello, my name is Sharon-Lee Shields. I'm an American National Michiganian. My past 17 years of documented research and experiences are written in numerous letters to editors, private local newspapers, and in 2 books that are offered along with this introductory DVD on my website, www.sharonleeshields.com. My first book, Alaska Exposed, the Union Conspiracy, details step-by-step empty, dead-end state and federal employment agency processes that are allegedly in the business of preventing employment discriminatory practices. My second book, United States of America Exposed, the Corporation Conspiracies, exposes from those entry-level agencies and agents all the way to top-level bar member agents, both on state and federal levels, exposing in and out of court conspirators and conspiracies of corporate crime in state of Oregon courts and county recorder corporations that extend all the way to the highest levels of corporate federal agents and agents in Washington, D.C. Foreign federal corporations have secretly suspended our individual rights, our Bill of Rights, and our Declaration of Independence with the advent of the first executive order signed by President Lincoln, casting free Americans back into servant positions, poverty, and ruin. In my series of DVDs, I'll be outlining language terms that have had negative and devastating causes and effects on North America. And I'd like to invite you today into my investigative journey in part 2 of my DVDs into the operations of the IRS. So today I'd like to walk you through the practices that the county recorders and all the government agencies are practicing in North America right now. And so I'd like to move into saying that North Americans have been locked and loaded into private corporations or private federal corporations, and they're in the business of taxing North Americans only, and that's what they're doing. And I'd like to set up my presentation today beginning with the Pledge of Allegiance of the flag, because when we go back to our 1776 date, when our forefathers had secured our freedom from taxation without representation, I want to go into and show you how they went full circle back into the corporate arena. And the only agencies that are operating today are taxing agencies in North America. In 1923, the corporate progression, the takeover had begun, where the corporateers wrote the first Pledge Allegiance to their United States of America. Any document that has of America on the end of it is a corporation. And so what they did is they pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and then right here, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, individual, with liberty and justice for all. And so right there, it shows you that we have 2 separate operating entities as government here in North America. So for the purpose of the IRS debt and the IRS liens, I want to point out to you how those things happen to us. So what's happened in the progression of the corporations is in 1920 to 1959, their corporate attorneys began writing their codes and rules and regulations for the operations that was going to be going on over here. Each one of these are private Delaware corporations, and they're registered in Delaware as private corporations. And you're talking the CIA, the FBI, all the alphabet titles are all private corporations that live over here. And so there's no such thing as an American national or a creditor or the republic, because through this War Powers Act, everything has been moved over here. No creditors. They're operating in strict debtor corporations with debt notes. Okay? Federal Reserve notes are debt notes. They're not money, they're just an exchange for operating over here. One day you can go in and you can have a $500 tax lien, and then the next week you can go in and it could be $500,000 tax lien. It's whatever they decide. However, I would like you to know that there's case law out there, Schultz versus IRS, that states emphatically that these corporations have to have, they're required to have a federal court lien before they can put a lien on you. But the states don't follow that. So let's talk about what we can do, build what was, and what was secured for us was over here, our republic. We've done nothing with our republic. At the time that we established our freedom, this country was broken, and the people were fraught from wars and disease, and just believed that we had our freedom, but we didn't. We didn't do anything with our republic. What happened is the powers that be, the evil powers that be, moved over here, and they created all this. Now, technically, this is legal. However, because these are all corporate charters, we can do the same thing. Thank you for joining me today, and I would like to thank you for being here, and I'd like you to go to my website, www.sharon-leeshields.com, because I'll be posting more and more information as this progresses, and you'll be able to purchase my books, my first book and second book. Part 1 of the DVD and Part 2 of the DVD will be on soon. Thank you very much.